What's your biggest fear during sex? Needing to poop and feeling like the next stroke will dislodge your next bowel movement from its spot in her gut. Why are you getting into bed if you have to take a massive shit in the first place? Lol, this seems easily avoidable. I don't like ducking right after I poop. Wet wipes dude fresher than before. Don't use wet wipes. Get a bidet today and feel the freshest with zero risk to the sewage system. Come too quick or can't come. Why can't shit just be easy? If you come too quick, take break. Try again. God mode enabled. If you can't come, double load next time. And every girl appreciates God mode. I got a formula. I get her off, she gets me off. Then we have sex. It makes the whole ordeal a lot more fun. Farting. It's not all that bad. Username checks out. r/username checks out. Well, I always think about it when I'm doing it, but it brings up a cringy memory. I remember when I was doing a presentation in like 6th grade and my teacher asked me how I was talking so fast. My response without missing a beat was poon lickin'. I only had a basic concept of what that was. So every time I do that I think of that time and do a cringy laugh. Lol, edit. It was a Catholic school and I got suspended and had to write a letter to the class apologizing. There was this girl that I was friends with who told me she had been riding her fiance, but secretly since her parents were British when tragedy struck. She heard the phone ring. Normally a small thing, but she panicked, and when reaching to grab it slipped, and she hears the most horrible breaking sound and a muffled scream, the cartilage of his penis snapping. So there he is in his fiance's parents' house with a wonky whinny and has to most painfully sneak out and drive up to the hospital, and he's rushed to the poor bastard. I don't even know what they did about that. How do you repair penis cartilage? I didn't want to ask, hell I didn't want to know about any of it. That's my fear anyway. Thanks for giving me that mental image. I cringed reading that. Getting pregnant. I always take a pregnancy right after sex. I don't know why, but my friends always tell me I'm the stupidest man who ever lived. It's better safe than sorry. Had me in the first half. Not gonna lie. Spiders. Excuse me, but what do you mean by that? Spiders are always the biggest fear. It was 1999. American Pie was a hit. Everybody was ducking pies. I had just finished my business with a cherry cobbler and felt tired, so I decided to take a nap right then and there. The sweetness must have attracted them. A whole nest. I awoke to a strange sensation on my penis. A million little legs squirming around my shaft. Some were eating. Others had become stuck and were squirming in a fight for their lives. But it all became too much to handle, and I exploded like I've never exploded before. My dick had become a jelly donut of life and death. The pleasure too much to describe. And I didn't see the large, pissed off mother next to my face, ready to strike. I awoke in the ambulance to the sound of a technician vomiting violently into a bucket. I can only imagine it was due to the sight of me. The left half of my face was violently swollen, almost as much as my now cracked and bleeding member. The man next to me, in the bravest tone he can muster, tells me everything will be alright. I know it won't. However, the shaking timbre in his voice and his pale face betray his words. Loud commands for fourth bags and shots of adrenaline start to swirl in my head as I begin to lose consciousness from the pain. My bleeding dick swinging to and fro every turn the ambulance makes like a lead-based punching bag. And just before I black out, an entirely new sensation emerges from my violent loins. It's a scraping and a spinning feeling inside my gut. And then, in a defiant rip from my cock, I see one of the mother's legs emerge from my dick hole, exploding in blood and cum. And the last thing I can hear are the screams of the EMTs before I once again succumb to the darkness from the pleasure and pain. Being laughed at. If she's gonna get into bed with you, the chances of that are abysmally low. Peeing myself. Not that great, and it'd be a lot of effort to change the bed sheets. Just tell him you squirted. Trust me, it works. But that's still pee. I think my fears may be similar for a lot of women and men. Anyway, in random order, and usually not all applicable at once during one session. Not looking good enough, not being/doing it good enough, making a weird noise, my preferences not aligning with partners, not being able to come, or too soon, taking too long, losing interest. Yeah, that happens sometimes. Sleep catches up on me occasionally, but for me personally, my number one fear has to be not having/doing it enough. Sounds weird, but my partner has a higher libido, and sometimes I don't know. Sometimes I feel like I'm not giving him enough and fear he will emotionally distance himself, or he will start to feel insecure about it, while it is basically my problem. Oh well. TMI given, I suppose. Exclamation mark. Hey, I feel the same about the last one. My partner does too, and I always feel bad turning him down, but has really sweet and doesn't care if I'm not in the mood. That I'll go soft, and I won't get to come, but B, more importantly, she'll think it's because she isn't attractive or did something wrong. Have you considered having sex with men? Yes, and it doesn't interest me. My dick issues are related to masturbation. Because the sensations are different. If I don't jerk off for a week or two, I'm pretty much fine. Man, stop jerking off changed my life. I used to watch it every night and jerk it every day. Really hindered my bedroom performance. Found a beautiful girl. Stopped watching porn and yanking the chain, and my sex life has increased so much. Stop watching porn and jerking it all the time before you have bigger issues in life. The issue is finding a consistent partner, which isn't any easier in quarantine. It's also not made easier by the fact that until quarantine I was about to start looking for a new job and a new city kinda rules out getting into a serious relationship. That expression, when their expectations of your size didn't match up. Oh. That the condom will break. It happens more often than you'd think, and you can't always feel it. So true. Only felt it once when I thought something snapped. The mayo scared the crap out of me. That I suck at it. I'm pretty confident I'm good at oral because of the noises being made, but it's rare for someone to tell you you're bad in bed. That during a BJ she will bite down. This was one of my early mistakes. I'm sorry to whoever that guy was. Oh no. Was it accidental? I hope so. Breaking her hip. Again. Sorry, Grandma. I could pull a weird face. You never know. Butthole spiders. That's true of any time though. Not being good enough, lol, I'm a virgin. That my penis will get stuck. Are you a dog? No further questions. This interview is over. Wagstail. Creating my third human. Smelling bad to the other person. That I want it to end, and he won't stop. Damn. That's heavy. Not knowing when I ejaculated also. That my penis will literally snap. Wait, how do you not know when you ejaculate? Getting your dick broken. Every guy has heard rumor a tale of a friend who broke his dick during some rough coitus and ended up in the That fear sticks with you. Penis barbs. Cats have those and people don't. Exactly. Vagina dentida. If I'm not horny, I can't get erect. But if I'm too horny, I come too quickly. WTF. Used to be getting her pregnant. Then it was coming too quickly. Then it was steez. Now sometimes random thoughts pop into my head like one day we'll both be dead. Waking up. Bill Cosby. Is that you? Hey, thanks for watching, and don't forget to subscribe.